Hey guys, it's Jason, Owlets Tarot here. Thank you so much for sharing this space with me, sharing your time and your energy with me. This is going to be a general collective for Leo for the month of November, or whenever you come across the reading and it resonates. The messages are timeless. I think we find them when we're meant to. So, sorry, I just have to do a quick cleanse. Ouch. Alright, I'm so sorry about that. Anything you need to know about the channel is down in the description box below. Thank you all for showing your support for the channel by liking the videos, subscribing, sharing the videos, putting a good word out there for me, all the kind comments, the very kind and generous donations, all of it. But most importantly, sharing your most precious asset with me, your time. So without wasting any more, let's get on with your reading. I've pulled the cards. We're doing a different spread this month. And we're going to get to the Earthbound Oracle cards first that I pulled. The first card that came out is Message. This could be about a message coming in for you, or you needing to deliver a message. But this message is going to bring some form of illumination, either to you, or if you're the messenger, bringing illumination to someone else. And the third and final card, Arcana. So some mystery, something that, you know, just kind of kept swirling around and around. There's finally some sense of knowledge or a breakthrough of some kind. So a message illuminating mystery. Interesting. So, you might be finding out something big this month, my friends. Let's see what the reading has to say. Alright, so first up, we have, I'm using the Madhouse Tarot, by the way. First up, we have the Emperor, and this is the card in your current energy, or in regards to the current situation. And this is a card of autonomy, structure, stability, dependability. This is also having very, very high standards set for yourself. And perhaps needing to look at that. Perhaps needing to lower them a bit. and not put as much pressure on yourself as you do. Not view it as your job to be everyone's savior or to be the one to fill in somebody else's missing pieces all the time. Only leaving half of you remaining to do all that you need to do. And I'm also just drawn to the fact that the half of the character depicted here that looks whole and intact also has this like ball and chain looking thing near him. I guess it's supposed to be a globe, the Earth, but it gives me a ball and chain vibe. And the other side, there's illumination. But it just feels like illumination that can't be absorbed because this half of you is being devoted to being too much for others or expecting too much of yourself, not feeling whole or complete unless you complete everything and make everything whole. Alright, what's blocking you or obstacles? We've got the Hierophant. So, excuse me, it feels to me like you're getting hung up on the follow-through. Because the information that will enable you to follow through isn't structured enough yet. And you don't want to come across you don't want to misrepresent yourself. Who is this reading for again? Leo. Sorry, I forgot. I was just taken out of it for a moment. My mouth went very dry. Alright. I don't normally smoke on camera, but sorry, YouTube. And if anyone young is watching, shit's bad for you. So, alright. Your strength. We've got the Five of Cups. This is kind of what's known, what's in the conscious energy. Five of Cups, this is being able to move through the grieving process because you're used to having to move through the grieving process. You've had to move through it many times throughout your life. Your biggest strength is being able to find strength and find the beauty in things so that you can move through the pain. Yeah, this card can also indicate that you're learning some truths, but the truths that you're learning are hard to digest. Learning or will be learning. Something that needs strengthening. Currently we've got the Ace of Swords. So, to me it just feels like what needs strengthening right now is the internal. The internal thoughts. You've got vast knowledge and vast intellect. You're a very articulate and eloquent individual. And this is about waiting for the unknown, the untapped, the subconscious to come through and help stitch things together. If for no other reason than for your peace of mind in whatever this situation is, and whatever this mystery is, that either you are illuminating for someone or someone is illuminating for you. In the recent past, we've got the world on our ass, upside down, things unsure. And this is past influences, perhaps energetically coming through to kind of influence things again in the here and now. Instead of, breaking out of this shell, you seem to be wanting to step back in. Close the hatch. Total sensory deprivation. But in the outcome, we've got the Seven of Wands. And this just feels like like emotional resignation. You know, like, I'm out. Not being able to prove something that you know is true. So you kind of have to disconnect and set it down, realizing that you haven't lost any battle. Because there's no fair play. So for now, there is a surrendering to the process, which I feel may be the right outcome for this. Because in this reading, it just feels like all that needs to be focused on is this card of what needs strengthening, what's unknown. All of the unknown factors, messages via the subconscious, in dreams, in meditative states, divination. Enough will come to you that you will feel strongly about knowing exactly your part in things and what you need to do to put yourself in a position where you feel that you can gracefully and lovingly close some chapter. And the only other energy that needs a bit of work, you know, you might want to kind of step back into this and wait to rehatch. But I would suggest coming out of the egg, drying off, and sitting in the room for a bit. Alone with your thoughts, if you wish, and shut off from the outside world, but allowing the sun in. Bottom of the deck, High Priestess. So an underscoring energy of all that you know. And the part that remains in shadow, the part that won't be shared, won't be spoken, has to be learned. There's a strong recognition here that your job at this point is to sit back, do what you have to do, and then sit back and watch how this mystery unfolds. But the cards that I keep being drawn back to is this message and the idea of it illuminating. I'm going to draw a Soul Truth card. Energy for Leo. Thank you. Whatever you intuitively pick up, if you can connect it to the reading in any way. Or if you just connect to the art. I see this card as being slightly hermetic in nature. It reminds me of a face within a cave, the mouth of a cave that looks almost like a tree. It's got a very grounding feel, or a face in a stump, carved in the stump of a tree. That's just the images that I see when I look at it. I love her work. Deborah Koff Chapin. Soul cards. Decks 1 and 2. They're absolutely worth the purchase. Let's grab a life-affirming card. Wild Offerings by Tasha Silver. Alright, travel. Let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow the leads as they are shown. I mean, this pretty much sums up a lot of what we spoke of in the read. Then we also have enjoyment. Striving and pushing makes life into endless hard work. The more you're inviting love to take over, the more enjoyment comes. Allow me to enjoy this life. Oh dear Lord, or dear Divine, or dear Spirit, or dear whatever your higher power is. I only say that because I know some people are uncomfortable with, certain words or certain names for their higher power. So I always want to encourage that just because the cards say one thing doesn't mean that you have to, you can apply your own beliefs to everything. Alright, my dear lovelies, I hope that this reading resonated with some of you. If it did, please give the video a thumbs up. And yeah, in the meantime, take great care of yourselves, take care of those around you. Make sure to spread love and love one another. Life's too short for the bullshit. And very often when we examine, so much of what we hold on to is just bullshit that isn't serving us. Alright, my lovelies, take care, and I will see you soon. Alright, bye.